Very delighted to welcome you here. My wife Yuko. Oh, me? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Please have a seat here. Please.
Yep. Morning, Mr. Manager. I'm Mr. Jerry Diaz. I'm
Oh,
head
yeah.
of ACES in
Oh,
Queens.
welcome.
She is part of our team.
Okay, thank you.
Good morning, ma'am. How do you do?
Good morning.
Welcome.
I'm Mikey, the
Mikey.
stylist of Nicole, the general manager of
Okay,
ACES.
thank you.
Good morning
Thank
again.
you for bringing her to my lessons.
It's
Nice
our
to meet you.
pleasure. It's an honor.
Nice to meet you, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much. Very good.
Oh, yes, yes. No, please, it's nothing. But
Yeah, please have a seat.
thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, please have a seat, please. Thank you.
We're very happy you granted us this audience, Mr. Ambassador.
It's a great honor and a great pleasure for us, to welcome the
Filipinas.
Filipinas International. Oh, thank you. Yeah, so I just, very sorry, just it's raining. Maybe I'm going to take you a little bit, briefly outside. It's,
Maybe after.
yeah, wide and very beautiful. And over there is Manila Volcan country. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ambassador.
Thank you, Ambassador.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
So, how long have you been in the Philippines for?
Oh.
For the longest time.
Yeah, two years and 10 months already. Yeah, I'm a most senior ambassador now in the Japanese, the foreign service now. Yeah, we have to.
So the Philippines is lucky to have you,
Oh,
Mr.
yes.
Ambassador.
Thank you very much. Before coming here, I just served 4 years for the JICA, Japan International Cooperation Agency, the senior vice president, and then before I was ambassador in Spain. I learned Spanish 45 years ago in Spain, together with my wife. And finally, I was possibly an ambassador in the States, the 2014 and 2016.
So you speak very good Spanish.
Sí, señor.
Comprendo español muy poquito.
Oh. Well, Nicole, you speak a little Japanese? ちょっとだけ Please learn the Japanese.
We have a friend who was a scholar in Japan,
Oh, really?
and he was the one who was teaching her Japanese sentences, greetings, and words.
You
that
said he?
He.
Oh, he's very lucky now.
He is a professor in University of the Philippines.
Oh, really? Oh, good. Yes.
He studied at the University of Tokyo.
Oh, very.
We'll be visiting that
Oh.
place soon.
I have in my embassies, I have a couple of diplomats who are specialized for the Philippines. Matsuda-san also speak Tagalog.
Oh,
Filipino language.
Nag-aaral ako ng Filipino language.
Two more diplomats serving for our embassy. Were graduated from the UPCS and very young diplomats. I think the Philippines is one of the most important country for Japan.
Mr. Ambassador, we were surprised with Wendell Capilli when he taught her that if you say something, there are 5 different ways of saying it, depending on who you're talking to.
Yeah.
If it's a Japanese official,
Oh.
if it is if it is everyday language, and that was really very interesting because we thought if you get it from Google, you can just say, no, there are 5 different ways of you saying
Oh
it,
my God.
depending on whom you're talking to.
Maybe my parent generations.
Yeah.
My generation is not so, relaxed, not so much, okay.
Not so
very
much
respect
tradition.
to the seniors, but more, equal. But by the way, I'm just wearing Barong Tagalog. I like
Yeah.
it very much, I just
It's good on you.
maybe 80% of
Yeah,
occasion I
it
attend
looks
we
so
wear.
good on you, Mr. Ambassador. It shows how much you like the Philippines.
This is the first Barong Tagalog I bought.
Uy,
In
wow.
the Philippines, 5 days after my arrival here. I went
Philips.
King Philips there. Yeah, please proceed, please.
We're very happy you granted us this audience, Mr. Ambassador.
It's a great honor and great pleasure for us, to welcome the Bini
Filipinas.
Filipinas International.
The home is beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Beautiful gardens.
Yeah, so I just sorry, just it's raining. Maybe I'm going to take you a little bit, briefly outside.
Oh,
It's
maybe after.
yeah, wide and very beautiful. And over there is Manila Golf Country Club.
Thank you, Mr. Ambassador.
Thank you, Ambassador.
So how long have you been in the Philippines for?
Oh.
For the longest time.
Yeah, two years and 10 months already. Yeah, anyway, I'm a most senior ambassador now in the Japanese, for research now. Yeah, we have to.
So the Philippines is lucky to have you.
Oh,
Mr.
yes. Thank you very much. Before coming here, I just served 4 years for the JICA, Japan International Agency, the senior vice president, and then before I was ambassador in Spain. I learned Spanish 45 years ago in Spain, together with my wife. And finally, I was positive ambassador in the States, 2016, 2014 and 2016.
So you speak very good Spanish.
Sí, sí.
Comprendo español muy poquito.
Oh. Nicole, you speak a little Japanese? ちょっとだけ Please learn the Japanese.
We have a friend who was a scholar in Japan,
Oh, really?
and he was the one who was teaching her Japanese sentences, greetings, and words.
You
that he
said
did.
he?
He.
Oh, he's very lucky now.
He is a professor in University of the Philippines.
Oh, really? Oh, good. Yes.
You studied at the University of Tokyo.
Oh, very.
We'll be visiting that
Oh.
place soon.
I have in my embassies, I have a couple of diplomats who are specialized for the Philippines. Matsuda-san also speak Tagalog.
Oh.
Filipino language.
Nag-aaral ko ng Filipino language.
And UP.
There are two more diplomats serving for our embassy. One graduate from the UPCS and very young diplomats. The Philippines one most important country for Japan.
Mr. Ambassador, we were surprised with Wendell Capilli when he taught her that if you say something, there are 5 different ways of saying it, depending who you're talking to. If it's a Japanese official, if it is a God, if it is everyday language, and that was really very interesting because they thought if you get it from Google, you can just say, there are 5 different ways of you saying
Oh,
it,
my God.
depending on whom you're talking to.
Maybe my parent generations.
Yeah.
My generation is not so, relaxed, not so much, okay.
Not so much
respect
tradition.
to the seniors, but more, people. But by the way, I'm just wearing Barong Tagalog. I
Yeah.
very much, I just
It's good on you.
maybe 80% of
Yeah,
occasion I
it
attend
looks so
will wear.
good on you, Mr. Ambassador. It shows how much you like the Philippines.
This is the first Barong Tagalog I bought.
Uy,
In
wow.
the Philippines, 5 days after my arrival here. I went King Philips there. In my
Cozy.
It's a
Piña.
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 Yeah, Piña.
Yeah, it's been
Very nice embroidered.
I bought 9, altogether 10 Barong Tagalog. But easy to put on and very much suitable for the climate.
Exactly. It's like you have a built-in air conditioner in your shirt.
By the way, I think Nicole, you were just serving as a cultural ambassador, representing the Philippines in Japan. Maybe you're going to attend the 2023 Miss International Beauty pageant in Tokyo. Okay, when did it take place? When?
October 26th.
October. Oh, this month. Oh,
I actually leave this Saturday.
oh, good. And then,
She will leave earlier because she wants to immerse herself
okay.
in Japanese culture, acclimatize herself, and relax.
And but just I when I wear this baron camera, the means just represent sort of Philippine cultures. Maybe Japanese Miss Japan International who attended same competition again, maybe wear kimonos. Maybe I have no idea. Maybe kimonos.
They will
Kimono
be-
represent the Japanese culture tradition. What about Nicole? You are wearing some your traditional.
The Filipino.
Yeah.
Actually, what's great about the styling this year is we're given a lot of freedom.
Mm.
So it's going to be a beautiful mix.
Okay.
Modern sophistication.
Yeah.
Filipino and Japanese.
Okay. Very
That's just a clue to the pageant.
Oh.
Inspired.
So Japanese culture, I don't know. You just recognize, it's quite a characteristic. We just, I think the Japanese artists traditionally put very much importance to the space.
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 Yeah.
Space means in many ways. Space. Look at that one. There's some, flower cabbage. They don't put nothing around the cabbage.
Okay.
This is the space. They don't want to, fill all the things in the space. Just keep the space.
There's breathing space.
Yeah. And also the Japanese ikebana. Yeah, my wife will just for you, but I think in the European style, how you gather the gorgeous flower together, how you make it gorgeous. But Japanese ikebana, how to get rid of leaves and flowers. If leave only one leaf or flower and one leaf.
Yeah.
So it's a minimalist. Something.
Yeah. Mr. Ambassador, in Miss International, one of their activities, they have one day dedicated to Ikebana.
Okay, good.
So they give the candidates one bunch of flowers, and then you do it the Ikebana style.
Remember that, minimalism.
Oh.
Don't put too much. That's an important tip from the ambassador.
Yeah. It's when I was ambassador in Spain, I explained, how different the Spanish and the Japanese culture. I explained the same space. We just keep the space without filling nothing in. This is on the music same. We just put a pause. Nothing. The pause. And lyrics and pause. So it's a pause is like a space in the painting. The pause is it's nothing, but it has a very much significance in our culture. Pause. So Japanese are not talkative.
That's a good tip.
I'm just exceptional. I'm a Spanish speaker, so
I think the work requires.
Mr. Ambassador, so far, Philippines already have 6 Miss International winners. So we're hoping she will be the 7th.
Oh, yes, worthy.
Lucky seven.
Not only beautiful, but maybe very talented, educated, understand the different cultures.
She's taking up interior design.
Interior design. Okay, so look at this.
Can you read this out?
Japanese taste. So this lasers was designed by the Japanese architect, very famous, Seiki Kiyoshi, 1971 or 2. So just, I think they represent Japanese interior or design, architecture at that age in 1970s. Only straight, no carved.
Yeah, no carving, no.
Stone.
And also in the wall, no much, decorations. The simple, I took just only one piece of artistic pieces. That is, anyway, I think Japanese taste or culture.
Is your garden also Japanese inspired?
Oh, some part, but that is very Filipino.
So it's a mix.
I plant so much Filipino tropical plants. I enjoy very much fruits.
So you grow your own. You grow your own fruits.
We
Yeah.
saw your videos, Mr.
Oh yes,
Ambassador.
I will help with my share. Quinola.
Oh,
And
chicken lang yan.
Okay. And also this residence, the most popular menu is the guacamole a la Japan. With a Japanese taste. It's a fusions or a mariage in some sense.
Do you use also guava for soup in Japan?
Oh, no, not so much. But we are importing guava from Latin America. But it's guava, juice is very popular. We have a guava tree over here. Yes, very small. Yes. Guava, malunggay, kamias.
The ambassador loves to cook. Mikey here, our general manager, is also a very good cook, aside from being a good designer.
Ooh, it's
Yeah.
the best implemented.
I see.
Well, that's how we survived during the pandemic.
Okay.
She became famous for that, for the cooks. She now caters for other groups as well.
Oh, I'm very glad, when I go to Japan, I just, stop over the Philippine restaurant. And, so in the Roppongi, there's a Philippine restaurant. And very close to your embassies in Tokyo. And also, when I was here, I just go to the high street over there. Where I enjoy, Japanese cuisine, marugame udon.
Oh, that's one of my favorites too.
So is that your go-to restaurant?
Really popular, food and
The beef yakiniku,
yes.
kimchi rice.
Right. There was, yesterday I attended opening and inauguration ceremony of the Japan Tobacco JTI, Japan Tobacco International in the BGCs. BGCでいいんだっけ BGC. And then very close to the high street. I said, oh, you're lucky now, you can enjoy the marugame and Jollibees every day. My embassy is in the Rojas Boulevard. Around there are no such restaurant.
So you think, Mr. Ambassador, marugame udon is close to authentic Japanese?
I believe so, yes. Yes, very much. But
That's the highest endorsement in a restaurant.
But in the past, to be very frank with you, I never believed that udon would be accepted so widely in other countries. Because udon is very simple.
Yeah.
It's not so oily, not so much, salty. Very simple.
Yeah.
Udon. I thought ramen would be
yeah.
getting more popular, but
Yeah.
not never udon. But actually, marugame is very much well received by the Indian country. So very much glad. It's part of our.
Yeah. I'm happy to hear, Mr. Ambassador, you like marugame udon. Because I was talking to some friends yesterday and they said, if you go to a foreign restaurant, you know it's good if there are citizens of that country
Yes.
who go to that restaurant. So when you say that, now it will not be.
So when
It's
they-
actually one of my favorites.
But Nico, how do you compete with other candidates or participants from the rest of the world? So many, very, because I, 25 years ago, I was director in charge of Latin America at Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Tokyo. At that time, there was Miss International. Some of the participants from the Costa Rica, Panama, and Venezuela came to my office. All the beauties, just a working place over there. Very much honored to welcome. I was director at that time. So it's a difference, type of participant from the other countries.
Yeah, absolutely.
You represent the Philippines. How do you compete with that?
prepared.
I'd say in terms of preparations, we've done our best with the trainings, the hair and makeup, the passerella, and of course with the cultural understanding. What's great is that since we're coming from multiple places around the world, I think this year is the largest number now. I think we're about 80 countries.
80 countries.
80
Oh my
countries
God.
this year. So what's great is that we get to share about each other's cultures.
Oh,
So
yes,
that's the
it's
biggest
a
focus,
very
just the
important
immersion
factor,
and
yes.
sharing about it.
Yes, how you represent the Philippines and culture, traditions, and something like that.
And it's great because Japan and Philippines have such a great connection.
Oh,
And they
yes.
share such similar values.
Yes,
already.
yes.
So I really admire that.
Yes. Yeah. So I just very much support you in the competition. I don't know the Japanese participant. I'm wearing the baron that represent the Philippine cultures, so I support you in the competition. Pageant.
It means a lot to me.
we're also grateful to the Japanese embassy because they've been very supportive to help Nicole immerse herself in Japanese history, culture, and traditions. She actually joined, what is that?
Actually, I'd like to mention Miss Yuku Matsuda. I got to experience the tea ceremony.
Oh, tea ceremony.
Yes.
Okay.
And it was very wonderful because it's very intimate.
Intimate, yes.
They make it with such focus and
Yeah.
patience. And I tried the wagashi.
Wagashi.
Yes.
She loves wagashi.
Yes.
Yeah.
Japanese sweet.
Sweet with very not so big but bitter, tea. It's very thick tea. It's very
So
much tea.
the contrast really just.
I think the tea come from Japanese tea ceremony come from the way to make people closer. Because that's why Rikyu Sen is a grandmaster of the Urasenke. It's one of the schools, tea school. Was invented very small tea house, very small, just
Table.
2 or 3 tatami mats only. Then there's an entrance is very small. You have to bow to enter. That means everybody, very noble people, shoguns, and the bachan, all the equally, how they have to bow to enter in the small room. And in small space, no status, equal peoples, treated in equal. That is, I think, a spirit of the tea ceremony first. We practice tea ceremony. Not all masters, but basic, how to enjoy tea. And then how bow, how to put, the glass, and then turn a little bit, and drink, and then clean, and then turn back.
You also appreciate.
Yes, appreciation. After that is appreciation. Tea is not just enjoy the taste of the tea, but everything, atmosphere, and also the cup, everything.
Mr. Ambassador, the tea ceremony is that done only for special occasions, for special guests, or when do you do the tea ceremony?
Oh, in the modern age, it's only special occasion, I think. But we just drinking tea every day in the ordinary life, but not following the traditional tea ceremony. I think it's not so ordinary, but it's depends, the people love the tea ceremony, just enjoy every day, and this is a way of enjoying tea. It's I think very spiritual practice. I very much like being very quiet. Even in the center of Tokyo, I just started learning the tea ceremony at 1980 when I entered the foreign service. I was invited by the tea masters. Why don't you come to my school? I just show you how to practice tea ceremonies. It's a urasenke, and then there's a building, but inside the building, one room, it's for tea ceremony. And you sit over there, very quiet, forgetting without paying any attention to my job, just tranquility, quiet,
Presence.
and then my inner, meditation, something like that, and then just bowing and represent my thanks to the tea masters, and also with my colleagues who are enjoying saying, I say, not after you first, let me have a tea first, and then this. This is a manner. Anyway, not the taste of the tea, but the procedure.
The procedure, yes, is what makes it
protocol.
special.
The ritual.
Yeah, that is special.
Interesting.
If there is a Japanese dish that you would recommend to Miss Nicole that is typically Japanese, what would that be, Mr. Ambassador?
Japanese, なんだろう。Sukiyaki?
Suki.
Sukiyaki? Shabu-shabu? Shabu-shabu. Oh, I just reserve here, lapu-lapu shabu-shabu.
Oh,
Shabu-shabu, but
shabu
not
shabu.
big with the lapu-lapu fish.
Lapu-lapu.
In Japan, 何かね、日本で食べるもの。
So many. What kind of food do you like?
Curry.
What Japanese food?
Tempura. Uni.
Uni.
Here, here.
My wife loves uni.
Yeah, I like uni and unagi.
Unagi, good.
She had
Unagi is
12
good.
no uni sushi in Washington D.C. Only uni.
Tempura, good. Yeah, tempura restaurant. It's
Yeah.
very good, nice.
Kimpura, the one in Makati.
Makati, yes.
Yeah, I was telling her if you'll have time. It's one of the most authentic Japanese restaurants, Kimpura.
Kimpura, ne?
Kimpura, yes.
Kimpura, yeah.
Kimpura is the father of the Secretary Theodore established. 1970s or
Yeah.
60s, late 60s, yes. It's good.
They want Japanese good food, has to be Kimpura.
And also nowadays, it's not the traditional Japanese, it's a curry. Japanese curry. It's come from India, but
Yeah.
totally different. But Japanese curry is very popular among the inbound tourists in Japan.
Sushi, ne?
Sushi, but sushi everybody knows, but curry,
Yeah.
Japanese curry is now
It's
popular.
like Ichiban, yeah.
Kokoichi.
Kokoichi, yes, yes, you know that. Kokoichi. Last night I just was in the board of the Japanese maritime self-defense force vessels, was in the Manila port. I just my Japanese self-defense force commander just held the reception, inviting the Philippine Navy officials, the Americans and the Australian, Japanese. And then in most popular cuisine, they provide Japanese Navy provide it traditionally curry.
Curry.
Since 120, 40 years ago, they introduced curry from outside. Then they converted, transformed the curry into Japanese curries. So curry is kokoichi is good.
It's interesting because
Yes. It's not only traditional things. I just very much appreciate Japanese pop cultures. That's why I put there the Portis 5. The Portis 5 is represent Japanese pop cultures. Very much appreciated, loved by Philippine people.
yes.
In Japan, Gundam is more popular, but in the Philippines, Portis 5.
Yeah, they even
It is.
revived it recently.
Yes, that's also it's Japanese culture. Pop culture
Okay.
is cultures.
She likes anime.
I
Anime.
enjoy watching
Oh,
anime.
anime, yes.
What kind of anime do you like?
Oh, I like some.
Do you
I like the
favorite?
action ones like Naruto,
Naruto.
Jujutsu
Naruto,
Kaisen.
okay.
The more
Naruto.
recent action
Yes,
fighting.
that is very important. When I was ambassador in Spain, there was a Japanese language speech contest there. And they speak they spoke perfect Japanese. I just asked, first prize winners, why do you? What made you start learning Japanese? Japanese is so not so widely
It's not so
accepted.
easy,
Yeah,
it's complicated.
It might be difficult for you, Spanish people. First manga, anime. I wanted, first I read in Spanish, but actually I wanted to read in Japanese original versions. That is an incentive, So it's a pop culture, anime, manga is it's very important for Japan now. Yeah. So the same in the Philippines. I attended, Japanese language speech contest here, and when I asked why you started anime, manga, it's us.
That's what connects the world.
Yes, nobody.
Next to the world.
Yes, nobody said nobody said ikebana or
Well, at least there's one.
Yeah, but afterwards they study Japanese language and learning, and then understand. Then they enter in the different, sector, more traditional ones, or literatures, or cuisines. But entrance is now is manga anime.
That's the first step.
Yeah.
And then
Top of mind.
So please, the cheesecake prepared my chef. It's original one.
you're allowed to eat. They'll allow you to eat. I'll allow you to eat.
It's time to eat something and drink authentic Japanese tea.
Itadakimasu. Sometimes, like in Japanese, maybe thanks to the people who just prepared itadakimasu. Also, I believe this is also, do you know this one? Japanese culture. 20, 30 years ago, it's not popular, but now in the flight or a restaurant,
Yes.
they serve this one. It's hot towels, wet towels. It's a otefuki, we our cultures. And then now very much accepted in the world, in the rest of the world.
Yes.
Just clean before you eat something.
Yeah. Okay, so we will try that. After you're eating something. So what Filipino dish, Mr. Ambassador, do you enjoy eating?
Oh,
With your
it's
wife.
like I said, tinola or sinigang. I like the very sour tinigang. And the other day in the central, kare. Yes, and lechon.
Oh.
Only
It's in the Spain, over there it's a cochinillo.
Cochinillo.
They are similar to each other.
I have a tip for you, Mr. Ambassador. Since you like tinola,
No, yeah.
in the Bicol region, aside from the water, they put half water and half coconut juice.
Oh, coconut juice. I see.
And then it becomes sweeter.
Oh, I see.
And then if you want to make it even more flavorful, you have to use young coconut, and before serving, you scoop out the coconut meat and put it on top. So that will be your next dish. Coconut. So half water, half coconut juice, and then put young coconut meat on top before you serve.
I just was correcting my harvesting the ingredients to my garden.
Yeah, I saw your video. I was applauding.
And the green papayas here.
Papaya.
Just peeling and yes.
She was saying, Sir Jerry, can you watch the video of the ambassador? His cooking video is so funny. I wish I could have a cooking video with you.
When you made the adobo.
Okay. Yeah. When you come back from Tokyo, just invite you to the dinner here.
Oh, yeah.
Serving
Let's
You-
cook our
you-
So you really try already the tinola with coconut juice. That's
Oh,
really
okay.
good.
Since there's no rain
They
outside.
show you the
Okay.
garden.
The garden. Yeah. Oh, we have a free course.
Do you want them?
It's the first, Philippine-made
Satellite.
in the oven.
When was it made?
Huh?
When was it made?
made
When
and launched?
5 or 6 years ago, but you now put in the Divata 4 or 5 in the orbit, but launched from the International Space Station (ISS). It's a Japanese module was attached to that. Then this satellite was carried by the American rocket, and then reached ISS. Then from our Japanese module launched to the low orbit.
Okay.
So now you have maybe three Divata satellite. This is a cubic satellite, maybe 50 kilograms, but sending signal